Hello and welcome to my video on how to get better results with Armour Etch glass etching cream. I've used etching cream on a few different projects and I was always kind of disappointed with the results of it. It always came out kind of splotchy, not a good solid etch. Because if you follow the directions that the company tells you, they say just basically paint it on, let it sit on there for about 1 minute, and then rinse it off. And that gives you kind of subpar results. I wanted it to look professionally done, and I kept trying and trying and trying, and I'm going to share with you the method that I found to be the best way to do it. What we're going to do today is I'm going to take this shot glass here, and I'm going to use a stencil that I made on my Cricut Explorer, and I'm going to make a nice custom shot glass, and I will show you my technique for getting the best results using Armour Etch glass etching cream. First of all, I would say when I started out using this, I started using these foam brushes like this for applying it, and I've seen a bunch of videos where people use those, but I never got good enough results with that. So what I'm going to suggest using is I just went to my local craft store and I picked up a 5-pack of all media brushes. They're a little bit firmer bristles and they seem to do a better job of applying the cream. Okay, so let's get started. Here I have applied my stencil to the shot glass. When you put your stencil on, you want to be sure that you rub the stencil in really good. Press all around, make sure all your edges are down so that you don't get any bleed through when you apply the cream. You don't want the cream getting underneath the edges or it'll just mess up your design. So just go through and pat everything down good. And that's about it. Then you take your etching cream and you want to be sure that you shake it well before every use. Because if you don't shake it, it'll come out kind of clumpy and also give you bad results. Okay, so now that I've shaken it up, you're ready to apply it. So you just open your etching cream, use your brush, and you want to put it on there pretty liberally. You want to cover up your whole image, and unlike their directions tell you, you don't want to just put it on one time. What I do is I'll put it on, I'll put on a good solid layer, about like that, good solid layer, and then I'll go and I'll set a timer on my phone or watch or my microwave, and I'll set a timer for usually between 4 and 6 minutes. And what I do during that time, I don't just let it sit there like they also suggest doing. I'll keep dipping in for more, and I'll go over it in different directions. So I kind of just apply it to start, just kind of going in all directions. But then I'll go over it again and I'll start going side to side. And I'll go over the whole image, side to side. And you want to be careful not to get it off of the edge of your stencil. You may want to put tape around it to avoid getting any on the glass outside, because you get any on there and you're going to have spots on your glass and it won't look good. So now I went across the whole image across, and now I'm going to start going up and down across the whole image. And probably keep dipping in when it feels like your brush is getting empty. Keep dipping in, get some more cream, and keep going up, and go up across your whole image. and take your time and do a good job. You want to be sure you get every part of the image. Now this is a pretty small image, so I probably don't need quite as much time as I said before. But now I've done side to side and up and down. So now I'm going to start going diagonal, because you really want to work that cream in good, and you don't want the splotchiness. So you go diagonal now, and you get a little more cream on there, and go across your whole image diagonal. I hope you can actually see this. I'm really not very good at this. I've never done a video before. If you like the video and want me to try to do more, I'm willing to try to do more as I figure out cool tips. Probably most of my tips will be for the Cricut Explorer, because I just got that and I've been doing a lot of cool stuff with vinyl. But yeah, so let me know what you think of the video. I'm sorry if it's not recorded that well. So now I went diagonal one direction. I'm going to start going diagonal with another direction here. And like I said, be sure you're not letting this cream go down onto the parts that don't have the stencil. If you start getting it going down, just kind of wipe it back up, and then start going across the whole image again, another direction. And I just keep going until that timer that you have goes off, or until you think it's probably been about 5 minutes at least. And just keep changing directions, and you can go back over spots and just try to go over them in different directions, like this, if you can see it, hopefully. And just work it in good. And these letters, I want to be sure they really stand out. Okay. So I think I've gone over that pretty good. I'm just going to lay it flat and let it sit for just a few minutes, or a few seconds at least. And I think it's probably ready now to be rinsed off, so I'm just going to take it over to my sink, rinse off that etching cream, and then I'll bring it back over and show you guys how it looks. Okay, and now that I've let it dry off and let it sit for a little bit, there's how the final project looked. It's hard to get a good picture of the etch, but let me see if I can get it good for you. See, now that came out really nice and clear. Not much, if any, splotchiness at all, which I used to get every single time I tried to do it by following the manufacturer's directions. And I think it makes a nice little shot glass. Be a nice gift for someone, or even nice for yourself. Well, I hope this video helped you guys out. If you liked the video, be sure to like it. Any questions or comments, just leave them below, and I'll try to answer them if I can. Thanks for watching. Bye.